The West African regional bloc, ECOWAS, says it's ready to send troops into Niger if the military junta doesn't restore the toppled president. The bloc's defence chiefs have been meeting for the past 2 days. Niger has been in crisis since the democratically elected government was overthrown on July 26th.
West African defence chiefs are talking tough to make Niger's generals back down, repeating their threat to send soldiers into fellow ECOWAS member state Niger to return its democratically elected president to power. As members of the regional bloc wrapped up a meeting in Ghana, they said they have equipment, a strategy, and even a date when troops could move in.
We are ready to go anytime the order is given. The D-Day is also decided.
But they want to give diplomacy more chances.
There is the possibility of an ECOWAS mission going into Niger to continue to pursue the peaceful path, to restoration of constitutional order. So I don't think we must focus on the military aspect. We are ready to resolve it peacefully, but it takes two to tango.
Neither sanctions nor international condemnation have persuaded Niger's new leader, General Abdurrahman Chiani, to free the president. The coup leaders have been accused of intimidating critics and paying people to publicly show their support for the junta. On the streets of the capital, Niamey, it's not clear how much ordinary Nigerians support the military junta. But the prospect of soldiers from neighbouring African states intervening in their country is worrying some.
ECOWAS can come here if they want. We are waiting for them. They will get what's coming to them. They will have to go over our dead bodies to get to the coup leaders.
Though ECOWAS's diplomatic efforts have had little effect so far, another round of talks are planned for the weekend.
DW correspondent Olisa Chukuma is in neighbouring Nigeria. Olisa, ECOWAS says it's ready. What can we expect?
Well, Ben, what we can expect following this latest comments from the Joint Chiefs of ECOWAS yesterday in Accra after the two-day meet is that there will be heightened tensions in the region. They talk about a D-Day being set already for military intervention. Clearly heightens the tensions all around West Africa and the Sahel right now, because it does seem that ECOWAS is not taking up the option of military intervention, despite saying that they will be open to negotiations, and also despite saying that they will not continue to engage in endless talks. So it's a bit of a heightened one coming from ECOWAS following this two-day meeting from the Joint Chiefs, which means a military intervention is clearly not taken off, it's on the table, and they have a D-Day.
So tell me, is the military junta still willing to engage in dialogue?
Well, that is what we're waiting for. If there will be a response following these latest developments in the ECOWAS meeting of Joint Chiefs in Accra, if the junta in Niger will respond. They have been digging their heels. So far, negotiations between all the factions have failed. But we also have to take into context about the larger African context in terms of the African Union. We're yet to hear from the African Union. Now, they had a summit earlier this week on Monday about the situation in Niger, but are yet to come out with a statement. Now, ECOWAS have concluded their military option plans. They have it on their cards. They also have open negotiation talks, which is still open. But will the AU support the military intervention for ECOWAS in Niger? Now, that is the big question now everyone is waiting for, because should they reject this option from ECOWAS, it might be a political isolation from ECOWAS, because not everyone is in support of military intervention, especially within the countries like Nigeria and other parliaments. They don't seem really enthusiastic that this might be the last option. They want dialogue and more dialogue to resolve the situation in Niger.
And Elisa, how do you think ECOWAS troops would be received by the people of Niger?
Well, Ben, not very well at all. As we speak, there are talks about voluntary recruitment forces, civilians to join volunteer groups to defend Niger. They call it the volunteer force for the defense of the country. So many of them will be starting today in places that borders Nigeria and Benin. So people are clearly supporting the Nigerian military junta, and they don't want foreign troops on Nigerian soil. So it's not going to be well received in Niger. Don't forget, they're already receiving harsh sanctions from ECOWAS, electricity cut from Nigeria, border shut, goods and services and shut, airspace closed. And to add troops to that, nobody in Niger will be happy about this at all, Ben.
The analysis there from Olisa Chukuma in Lagos. Thank you very much.